A passenger on the notorious Carnival Triumph poop cruise said the upcoming Netflix documentary fails to capture the true horror of 4 days at sea without food, power, and sanitation. The scariest thing I've ever been through. The cruise from Texas to Mexico spiraled into chaos after an engine room fire triggered a massive electrical failure, leaving over 4,000 passengers and crew wading through urine and feces and camping on deck. It's the focus of an upcoming Netflix documentary, Trainwreck Poop Cruise, set to be released on June 24th. Now, a bakery owner from Enid, Oklahoma, she was just 12 when the ship lost power, leaving passengers in darkness, surrounded by sewage, and struggling for basic necessities. She recalls the fear and chaos vividly, saying Carnival didn't offer meaningful support after the ordeal. Gripped by long-term trauma, Tay worries the documentary doesn't represent survivors' voices and vows never to cruise again. "I've only seen the trailer, but from what I saw, it doesn't even scratch the surface," she said. "It's just Carnival workers telling the story." She added, "It's really hard watching the documentary come out and seeing all these people making money from it. To me, it feels like they're profiting off something that deeply affected and traumatized me." Tay was aboard the ship with her parents, older brother, and a group of family friends. Intended as a family vacation, the trip quickly turned into a harrowing ordeal. "It was the most fear I've ever felt in my life," Tay recalled. "I'm not that old yet, but that was hands down the scariest thing I've ever been through." The fire knocked out the ship's power, plunging the vessel into darkness and leaving passengers without basic services. Tay's family was forced to abandon their cabin due to sewage and a lack of airflow. "My first thought is, we're sinking. We're going down. That was the only thing I thought. I was crying hysterically, trying to follow my parents around in the dark," she said. "When we went down to our room, we were up to our ankles in sewage and urine and feces, and there was no airflow. There were no lights." The situation was chaotic and frightening, forcing the family to camp on the top deck for nearly 4 days. Access to food, water, and sanitation was severely limited. "They ran out of water to give us, so they said, 'Hey, we'll open up the bar and let people drink liquor,'" she recalled. The decision reportedly backfired as frustrated, intoxicated passengers, angry over the lack of information and worsening conditions, began fighting. According to Tay, some even resorted to throwing their bodily fluids over the ship as tensions escalated. "They gave us $500 and reimbursed my parents for the trip home, but that was it. After that, it was like nothing ever happened. No one was supposed to talk about it,"